Hey everybody, it's Andy here, aka Montoli, and we're back for round 2 of Vintage League playing Fabled Moon. And my opponent has recently been playing Breach builds. I think they like Tinker Breach. I don't know how we chalk up against those decks. I have very little experience with this particular build of Blood Moon, and certainly Blood Moon in general in the current metagame. Blood Moon and Magus are a card I am very familiar with. I have played many Moon style decks in Vintage, but it has been many, many years since I've pulled them out. How do we look here? So we did not win the die roll, and this does not do much, this particular hand. We've got 4 drops, 3 drops, and 1 mana. So I'm going to mulligan this. I think we can do a little bit better on turn 1. Okay, I think this is keepable. All of these cards seem pretty decent. I think I'm going to put away City of Traders here. Okay, Mana Crypt, pretty good one. Wish I had a Mana Crypt. My opener. See if we just get tinkered and lose, but this feels like a mentor. Jeez, okay. Now they belch their moxes out. We're probably not able to beat this. I likely am going to concede here. We'll see what they do. Oh, Fury was a really good one. Do I want to play around a daze? I think so. Fury was a really good draw here. We're gonna make sure we get rid of the big guy, or that's the hope, anyways. But we're gonna try and kill both. Huge for me getting rid of that. See if we resolve this. Good sequencing there in case they had a misstep to be able to power it out. Love to see a Urza Saga pass. What is this? Citadel. Okay, Citadel's pretty powerful here. Tinker. Okay. Do they have a Sphinx? They do. Okay, that is going to ice me. I'm not able to beat the Sphinx here. Pretty lucky there. My opponent had an extremely strong hand there, being on the play just enough to be able to edge us out. But I really liked our ability to hang around there. Do you think I want a cage? Like, I don't think Fury is likely to be great against them. Like, our deck is reasonably well set up to combat what they're doing. Like, I don't know that I need 3 or 4 Shattering Sprees against them. It's probably excess. We can maybe cut a couple caves. And I don't think Harsh Mentor's likely to be great. But maybe I can cut these. Let's try this out, guys. Let's see how it goes. Yep, very strong. I mean, our actual non-Trinisphere cards are not that great, but I don't dislike leading out with a turn 1 Trinisphere. Typically pretty good, and we're going to be reliant on our ability to draw some cards off the top to be able to close our opponent out. But let's see if we can resolve a Trinisphere first, and we did. I could play out the Ancient Tomb and get the double Mox line in, but I don't think I'm in a hurry to do that. I honestly don't think it matters much. Just I have quite a bit of mana here. We're bordering on flood. See if my opponent fetches here. I probably should not have played the land out first, making them fear Wasteland here. They do not fear it. We really need a Blood Moon here. Or a Magus. A lot of flood going on. Guess I'll plunk myself here. Probably not a lot of reason not to. This is pretty embarrassing having to cast this, obviously, but my opponent hopefully will have a hard time getting around Trinisphere here. We are bricking pretty hard. I'll keep these to discard to Fable if I draw one. My opponent have Snapcaster here. One of the downsides of this deck is it does do this. We don't have filtering in our deck outside of Fable. What is this? Swords, yeah, okay. We just, a Moon would just end this game with all likelihood. If we could find one. Okay, there's a Saga. Okay, Spree's not bad. My opponent's going to sit back on that. We are chipping away slowly but surely here. There it is. So let's try and resolve it. I'm not confident this is going to resolve, but they do have a force of will. But this does take them off of producing a Saga token, which is not irrelevant. Okay. Getting in, guys. My opponent likely will make a Saga token here, I think. And let's see what they go and get. A Lotus, Sol Ring. Yeah, Sol Ring. Okay. Ragavan. I do like Ragavan. Yeah, that's the problem, is it costs me all 3 of my red to do this. I'm not going to get greedy here. I'm just going to hope that they don't have an answer. Okay, they are forcing here. Okay. What are they keeping around? They're letting their construct go. Okay. I mean, I think I dash Rag him in. Won't be able to cast anything off the top. Well, I guess that's not true. I do have an Ancient Tomb to play here. Hull Breacher allows me to cast this, which is really big game. Wow, I did not expect this to happen. Pretty powerful. Sweet. All right, we got one. Three ball. Still a good card, guys. I might bring in a Fury this time around. Being on the draw makes me want to have one. I really quite like all my cards, though. That's the thing. Yeah, cut a Mentor for one. This is a really nice looking hand. It's unfortunate we're on the draw, but we are going to be able to back this up with Pyroblast, potentially on what, well, we can back it up with Pyroblast if we choose to exile our Spree or Blood Moon, which is pretty good. Just have to hope my opponent doesn't have an explosive hand here. They have mulliganed. Okay, so this is an interesting dilemma because I'm going to play out the... Like, if they want to force a will this or force a negation, I think it's fine. I'm going to play it out. Let's see what they do. I don't feel like I need to back this up with Pyroblast. If they force this, then I'm happy to sit back on Pyroblast. Now, here's the interesting question, is what is the likelihood that they have swords here? Because if they have a swords, playing the Blood Moon is better. But if they have a force of negation, playing the Magus is better. And I can exile one of them to be able to protect it, which I think is pretty reasonable. And I think there's a strong chance that they do have a force here. I think I'm going to exile the Shattering Spree here. Let's see what they do. Hopefully we're not playing into Mind Break Trap. That would suck. I'm going to play the Blood Moon because I can protect it. I can't stop swords from hitting Magus, and I really do value being able to shut my opponent's land off here. Like, if they have a basic, so be it. They have a force. Okay. We are going to fight over that one. And if my opponent has a Flusterstorm, I mean, Flusterstorm's really bad against my deck in general. Okay, they just let it resolve. They didn't even fetch. Oh, interesting. Okay. Just a concession there. All right, guys, another showing of how powerful moon effects are in Vintage right now. I feel pretty good about that win, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please hit the like and subscribe button. Feel free to leave any comments, and I will get back to you, and we'll see you for round 3.